How's it going, guys? I'm back from East vs West 12. It was one of the most legendary arm wrestling events in history, if not the most legendary. Huge thanks to Engin Terzi and everyone involved that I had the opportunity to be a part of this historical event. I will definitely never forget it. It was just incredible. The atmosphere was like no other. I have never seen arm wrestling event with the venue packed full to the top with spectators. It was just sight to be seen. There were probably more than 1,000 people watching live, and arm wrestlers were only small part of it. Most of those guys were just arm wrestling fans, supporters, men and women, children. Everybody was there, and it was just incredible. So thank you everyone involved for making this event possible and for opportunity to be a part of this amazing event. And now I'm just gonna talk a little bit more about my match against Ibragim Sagov and how it went and what are my thoughts after the match. So, Ibragim Sagov, very strong guy. Props to him, congratulations on the win. I lost 3-0 this time. Couldn't take it home, but there are definitely some points that I can take away from this match and improve in the future. Obviously, I don't want to make any excuses. Just need to be stronger, so these things doesn't happen and there is no questions about reffing or anything, who's stronger. You just gotta be stronger. That's it. Just smash the guy, and there will be no questions. But this time there were some issues. I just want to talk about that a little bit, and then we'll look at some of the footage or pictures from the match. And my preparation for this match started really well. It was hard, couple first weeks, but then like week 6 to week 8 I picked up a good pace. I felt really great. I did a lot of volume training, and I wasn't so sure how I will go through those heavy volume weeks. Will my body be able to recover and like withstand all the load on the muscles and my arms? But I did great. It did great. I finished one of the toughest weeks of training I have ever had, and like all the volume I did, I don't know, probably close to my max weights that were before for like 10 reps, and it wasn't that hard. It was quite manageable. It wasn't easy, but it was nothing like I wasn't redlining at all in those training sessions, so that was great. Picked up a good pace, and probably that is the reason why I got sick. 4 weeks before the match, or 5 weeks before the match, I got sick with the flu. It wasn't, I guess it wasn't that bad, but it was pretty bad. I had like high temperature for 4 days. I think it was 39, close to 40 degree temperature, and that wasn't great. So for 2 weeks I was on heavy antibiotics and didn't train, couldn't do anything obviously. That was exactly on those weeks where I was supposed to lift like heavier weights, less volume, and start the peaking process for the match. So that wasn't ideal, but it is what it is. I'm not sure how much it influenced the outcome of my shape. I'm not sure that it made it worse very much. That it would like drastically change the outcome of the match, but it definitely didn't help or like didn't make it better in any way. So that was that. 2 weeks, was sick. Then for 2 weeks, got back to training, was feeling a little bit better, you know. But still, I don't know what it was, whether it's from antibiotics or I was so dehydrated. Although I drank like plenty of water, I did all my like electrolytes, salts, vitamins, minerals, everything. I did that. But like first couple training sessions back, I was cramping up like crazy, like my chest cramping up, my biceps. I had a practice with Vlad, Kristaps, Raimonds, all of those guys, like few weeks before the match, and I like couldn't do anything. I was like cramping up, breathing heavy. It wasn't great feeling. And even now, like I still like get this cough, like I don't know, it just aggravates with a change of I don't know, air in the room or something like that. Sometimes I get it back, but yeah, 2 weeks, went to the gym, training, good, okay, not perfect, but all right. And then 2 weeks before the match, I got a pretty bad sinus infection. So for 2 weeks before the match, I was also pretty much doing nothing and just trying to get my nose, you know, unclogged. For the first week, I thought it's gonna, you know, get better on its own. It didn't. So on the second week, again, antibiotics, and I used those all week, like up until the match. So 5-6 days before the match, every day did antibiotics. Obviously that wasn't ideal as well. Not sure how it influenced my performance, but it definitely didn't make it better. So there were some issues, you know, definitely, but I know what those issues were and I can make them better. Now let's talk a little bit about the match. So as you can see here, here are some problems I encountered in this match. So this is the first round. I think he's going for the pin. So you can see clearly that his shoulder is nowhere near the center of the table. It's way on my side, over the center, and this should be a fall. Like I was arm wrestling. I had to be an arm wrestler, and I had to ref my own match as well, because like his chin was all over my hand. It was touching, like, yes, it was touching the beard, you know, but like how far can you tell, you know? Does it touching here, or is it touching with his face already, you know? How can you tell? I mean, like, no part of your face should touch anything. Like, even if you have beard like Gennady, like, I don't know, something has to be done about this. Like, after the match ended, like, I was fine with it, you know, whatever. Had a lot of fun pulling, you know, although I lost. But like yesterday I looked at the footage again, and to be honest, I'm pretty pissed off now. Like we were saying to the refs to check the cameras, although like I was saying like to check the touching of the chin or the shoulder. But I mean, you have to see that the center line is nowhere near. Like he's over on my side, like I don't know, like how much, 5 centimeters, even more maybe. Like I don't know if we need like the third ref that watches the center of the table, or like there were video replays, but I don't know why refs like didn't look at this. Like, come on, like. I have to pull, you know. You are the ref, you ref the match. Like I can't see where the shoulder is, like when I'm pulling, and my cornerman as well, like he's not in the center of the table. He's in the corner, like he can't see it, you know. Only the ref even these refs can't see it. Like, this guy's looking at the elbow, this guy's looking, I don't know where, you know. I don't know. It just pisses me off a little bit, because like hook against hook, it was very, very close match. But like, what can you know? What can you do with this? You know, the guy is pushing in training like 170 kilos or something like that, and when that weight is on your biceps, on your arm, with the shoulder over the center, like obviously you're not gonna hold for a very long time. But the way I did it, like, I'm fine with that. Like, I did okay, you know. Most guys in Russia couldn't stop him even for a second, so I was pretty surprised about that, like that my shoulder could withstand that pressure, and like my biceps that was holding that well. And yeah, so this was the first round, and this was pretty much in every round. Like, this is the second round. Like, you can't really see from this angle, or like you would have to be on the other side to see that, but you can clearly see that like his shoulder is, if not on the line, if not over the line, that right on the line. Like, second round was probably the most cleanest, but still there. Like, look at his face. Like, you can't tell me that that is not touching his chin. Come on. How close does your hand have to be, like, to touch that? And I don't know. Either there has to be a rule that beard can't be longer than 2 centimeters or 1 centimeter or something like that. But yeah, that wasn't ideal. And this is the third round, and again you can like clearly see the pin, and the angle of the table is a little bit from the side, so it's not straight on. So the shoulder here also is definitely over the center, and like, these are some of the issues I had to deal with in this match. And like, what are you gonna do? Yeah, but I can learn from this match, and I will make adjustments, and I know what I have to do to get better. And one of the reasons that I wasn't able to win this match is because I wasn't committed enough to one move. Now when I look at it, like, okay, first round you can go with the top roll, you know, but clearly it wasn't working. So at least from the second round, like, I had to go straight sideways. If not from the first round, I just had to go with the side pusher, jam it in there, you know, and whatever happens, happens. At least I would be able to separate him from the shoulder, and then maybe if I lean on my arm, you know, get him down and like get a little bit under the table, hanging on my arm, you know, maybe he gasses out, you know, and I can win in that way. Because like this, you're not gonna hold forever. Although he was gassing out in the third round, and yeah, my shoulder wasn't 100% ready for the match. I knew that coming in, but you know, it was what it was. I couldn't do anything more. But when I was warming up, it wasn't hurting. It actually felt super solid. And during the match as well, I didn't feel any pain or anything like I had before, like last year, October. It wasn't like that. Like, right now, it was holding pretty solid, but it's still not that stable, I guess, and just a little bit sore in the front, you know, and like maybe from the side. And yeah, that wasn't ideal. So I think that's the reason why I wasn't able to really separate him, and that's why I was so hesitant for the first 2 rounds, and through the middle of third round, because in the second round I wasn't really doing anything. Like, I was just on the defensive side, and like I don't know why I didn't push sideways. Probably I thought that maybe the shoulder like wasn't gonna hold up, like, but in that third round, like, obviously there's no more like going back, so you just have to do what you have to do. And as you saw, the shoulder was strong enough to get him out of that tricep position, but where it was lacking was that inner rotation. When I came here and like got my shoulder behind, I couldn't get my arm deep enough under my body, so not enough inner rotation. I think that was the point where my shoulder failed me. And hook against hook in the third round, I felt really good. You will be able to see the video later that I was holding like this, and he was trying to go sideways, and he got like stretched out, and like then was when I like lost a little bit of concentration, I guess, and he was able to come back with the shoulder and just then press me down. What I should have done is when he like was starting to come up, I should have just pulled with my back to my side and just disallow like him to get the shoulder behind. But yeah, I completely missed that move, like didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming like that he could make that move, but he did. And yeah, that was that. That third round was really, I really enjoyed that. Like that was just pure hook war, arm wrestling, like to the fullest, and it was great. So yeah, guys, those are my thoughts about this match and the event overall. I will need a rematch at some point, and I will make sure that there is a guy in the crowd in the center of the table to watch the shoulder, because I can't arm wrestle and be the ref of my own match, you know, and then like talk to the refs mid-match, like shoulder, like face touching, you know. I can't do that, because like how can you pull if you have to like get distracted by all these, you know, all these falls and little dirty moves, you know. I don't know if we need the third ref in the middle, or the video refs just need to call every fall, because like, yeah, this a little bit ridiculous, but it is what it is, you know. Sport isn't always fair, and the strongest guy in the end is gonna win anyway. So yeah, guys, see what you think, and I will see you very soon with some more training videos and stuff coming up. So I'm back. See you.